doesn't get much more grittier than that. Playing in one of the hardest places to come play, dealing with some elements and just finding a way to win a game. That's what this team's been really able to do all season long. Some real performances to point out with Jets and Sam offensively, and then Van Gink with the 2 sacks. I thought Dallas Turner with the interception, and then Theo to close it. And really, with it being such a 2 good teams to win that game, field position is always going to play a critical role. That was part of what we thought it would take to win the game, and Ryan Wright was fantastic, and the unit, our punt unit, and then Will to be 3 of 3. In that kind of day. Just critical, really, really good execution, far from perfect, but that's what this time of year you got to find a way to win these games, and you learn a lot about your team. And as I told him, it's a hell of an accomplishment to win 13 in this league, and just proud of our guys, and the same type of feeling just keeps coming up. Very fortunate, in this group, in this locker room, coaching staff, and now we've got to move on to the next.
Tim, what was that moment like when Sam throws the touchdown to Justin? You see the offensive lineman just enveloping him on the field.
Yeah, no, I thought it was Sam's had some huge plays this year, considering the circumstances and kind of how that play kind of came to life for him to move up and throw the ball really on the move there with that kind of accuracy and to know where Justin was going to be in the moment was a remarkable play. Doesn't get better than that. And, I thought, as I told the team, his 12th time being over 100 rating, which is a very, very significant number in our offense, in this system, what has become Sam's offense, making some of the plays and throws he did. Like I said, it was far from perfect. There's a lot of things that we all can do better. But, this is what it's going to take every 60-minute opportunity we have the rest of the way to find a way to win football games. Big plays and big moments, doing the little things, winning the turnover battle, winning the penalty battle, field position battle. Wasn't a great day running the football, but we did outrush them because of our defense's ability to stop the run. So just a lot of really, really positive things that maybe might not jump out to a lot of folks, but it's things we pour into to try to win football games every week.
Is Justin adjusting on that as well, or is he bet where he was going regardless?
Yeah, it was a route adjustment there that those guys were on the same page.
Kevin, it looked like on parts of that drive, like Sam was having a hard time hearing.
My headset went out.
Okay.
Yeah, my headset went out, and we had a great, MVP performance from our sideline to get that. I got a new battery pack, but yeah, my headset went out completely, which I thought was curious in that moment. But Sam was able to. He scrambled on the play before, so I was able to talk to him coming off the sideline, get that play called, and then by the time the next snap was up, I had a new pack on. So dealing with adversity.
So the one he's running, did he have a call there? I mean, it looked like he was kind of just directing.
Yeah, I was trying to get him. I was trying to get him a call, and my headset. The last thing he heard was the formation. So his ability to get a play called, and then I got to be honest with you, I don't know what he particularly called. I just know that when I saw him have space and go run like he did, I was relieved. I know what that play call is: QB run left. Is what is what it seemed like.
Just the poise then. I mean, to come on the field trailing, with them
Yeah.
to have that happen too,
I mean, it's he's had some moments like that this year where he just seems to be at his best in those moments. And like I said, there was a lot of things offensively I thought we could have done better, and that's all of us. But there wasn't really one guy, and I know I'm not speaking for myself. I thought we were going to go down and we were going to get a touchdown. And I think the level of confidence that group has in their quarterback and the level of confidence the quarterback has in the 10 guys in the huddle is significant. And that's how you're able to go do that in that moment on the road at this place. You can't hear yourself think. To one of the critical things I thought was to try to win the penalty battle on the road in this environment, possibly some weather that our guys worked through there in the first half. It cleared up a little bit, came back a little late, but it was a pretty fantastic performance in that moment by not just our quarterback but all 11 of those guys out there.
How do you think defensively you guys adjusted without Harrison? And is he just a short-term thing? Or is it...
Yeah, very short term. Was truly kind of a game day kind of decision with him. Wanted to make sure Harrison is a guy that, sometimes you got to make the decision to sit him down. Otherwise, he's going to go. And we knew he was dealing with some significant soreness that just kind of never kind of turned over. But we're expecting him to be fine and be ready to roll this week.
When Sam throws that touchdown in that moment, do you remember your reaction?
I do because it was kind of an adjustment on the route based upon how Justin reacted in the moment. We had talked a little bit about that sequence. He'd be on the backside, and if they wanted to shove coverage over to him, we thought JA or TJ maybe on the front side. But how it played out is he got such a clean, good release on the inside release. He felt the vertical grass and took it, and in honor of Randy Moss, threw the mailbox sign up, and Sam saw him as he climbed up in the pocket. And I want those guys to have some freedom in those moments, especially. We do a lot of things with Justin and Sam, seeing the coverage, and then with some route opportunities to get to at the line of scrimmage. And I think those guys have just gotten so comfortable with that stuff that they're able to execute it like they did, which was maybe the play, absolutely the play of the game, maybe even considering just the moment and the circumstances, the season as well.
You've got 13 wins, first coach to do that in consecutive seasons for the team, but the thing that strikes me is you've done it with different quarterbacks through those 2 years. How challenging has it been to reach those milestones?
Yeah, I've talked to this team a lot. I told them last night that it can be a very tired cliche to talk about going 1-0 until you've systematically built your entire operation daily of trying to just do that every single day. These guys, it's not a cliche at that point. It becomes part of your football foundation and the makeup of your locker room, of your leadership, your coaching staff, really everybody that comes on these trips that have a role in helping us win football games. It's about everybody, and that's what I wanted when I came here. I wanted an organization where it just felt like these kind of moments, whether big picture moments going into a season when folks don't necessarily have a lot of outward confidence of what this group's going to, be able to accomplish. We just go to work and we try to improve. We have tremendous belief, sense of belonging, and we start to really care deeply about what we do here. And in the process, do all the little things that you do when you have the discipline to care about something like these players do.
Kevin, what does it say about the depth of the defense that Levi Drake could come in there?
Yeah.
Theo Jackson makes the interception at the end.
Yeah, I think Flo and his guys have done a phenomenal job all year of really preaching the next man up mentality when we need it. Hoping to have IP come back in the coming days, but we've had guy after guy, whether it's for a game here or there or short-term stints getting healthy. We've had guys step up. Bobby McCain really, took a lot of the week on the defensive scout team, because everybody just kind of assumed we'd have 2-2 out there. And Theo took a lot of reps, but Durante Jones, Michael Hutchings, Flo, to get that safety group ready and to communicate the way they did. And that's why those guys are here. We preach to our guys a lot about no matter who it is, we're going to step in there and we're going to make a play. We've seen that happen a few times on offense this year. Speedy, Jalen Naylor comes to mind. Johnny Munt come to mind early on in the year. And it's just part of our left tackle right now is a perfect example of it. You might not need to be here for months or years, but when we call on you, we're going to get you ready to play, and you're going to go play well.
Justin, adjusting that route and Sam seeing it, is that something that they could accomplish back in September, October, or is that a culmination of all the reps?
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't have to find out. That was kind of a first, on a pretty standard concept, just with a little window dressing or kind of sauce to it, to try to make it things look the same, sameness and likeness. And then through that process, Justin's got an innate feel for open grass and to go find it, and then to be so decisive with it that the quarterback can feel it as he climbs the pocket. And then you need a guy that can make that throw on the move up in the pocket to place it where he did. What a moment. It was really cool.
Kevin, do you allow yourself to speak about what could happen if you go 2-0 in terms of playoff seeding? And with the whether it's with us or not, but
You're lobbing it right at the rim, man.
but with the team.
We can't go 2-0 without going 1-0. Like, and
If you go 1-0 and 1-0.
we'll talk next week. We'll talk next week. We got a heck of 2 challenges for sure, and we've got to have 100% laser focus on, another playoff caliber team. Get them at US Bank, which will be huge, being back in front of our fans, and then we'll worry about what's ahead out in front of us then. But Kevin, I mean it. I mean, I know it's fun to laugh about, but it is very critical. And I think this team kind of understands how we got to this point. It's a mature team that can be dangerous. I do believe if we continue to just understand what got us to this moment from the first day we came to training camp through each and every one of our 15 opportunities so far. So that's just what we're going to do.
Remember what you said to Sam after that play or in the locker room?
I do.
Can you share?
I cannot.
Because of the particular type of language, or because it's personal between you?
No, more of the personal subject matter. Those are such emotional moments. I mean, it's hard to replicate. I know some of our players have talked about the feeling of certain things this year when really good things happen, but it's hard to replicate that because I want this so bad for these guys. And it's been awesome being a part of this journey with Sam from many, many, many days and months ago in my office, just projecting nothing but confidence and belief in him. And he's not only earned much, much more than that, he continues to go out and do it in some really tough circumstances. So Sam Darnold deserves so much of the credit for really all the credit, I would say, of what he's become, wearing number 14 in purple this year.
Is the GRIDDY taunting now? Did you get an explanation?
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I'll defer to, they saw what they saw, and, and we've got to be, smart about the direction at which, we gritty, I guess. But no, I understand they're trying to get the taunting penalty out of the game, which I'm all for, and I just, when there's some other aspects of the game where people are, pointing and directly pointing at and some folks, and sometimes those things don't end up being seen. And that's the thing, is these officials have to see in real time those things. So they got a really hard job. I was, very, very happy we got the face mask call that really gave us a chance to, have an earned first down there on that last drive. And, credit to those officials for making that call and kind of continuing to let Sam play and keep us on track with, a valid penalty.
You've been here before with other teams, obviously, but the difficulty of winning in this building, I guess, what does that say about a team's resourcefulness to come in here and handle the noise, the rain, a team that's fighting for its life, all of that?
Yeah, I mean, credit to their fans. And we had a lot of, I was pretty fired up to see the purple out there as well. Our fans always travel great, but this building, the environment, it's built to be loud. The fans know that, and they are. Momentum swings in the game. You can feel it in this building. But you're right. Just we haven't had a lot of games. I mean, really, just the game in London. Where it kind of spit rain for most of the night. So you're, as a coach, you're trying to prepare your teams with things throughout the week, wet ball drill. But we had 6 inches of snow on the ground, and we're trying to simulate what this would be like in our indoor. And the guys were ready to play, and the energy in this building, I could feel it within our team in warm-ups, and these guys were ready to go. Liked getting off to a fast start with that opening drive. That can always help, but that means absolutely nothing. On the road, it's going to be 60-minute slugfest for sure.